It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott joined in the booth by Brock Heward. And in a minute, partner, we are going to kick off, and it'll be a moment both teams have fought for all season. A chance to win the conference title, and more importantly, punch that ticket to the Super Bowl.
There is so much. You can just feel it in this building. There is so much pomp and circumstance that comes with this game. And winning the conference title is a major achievement for a franchise, no question. But you and I both know this, Kate. This isn't the trophy they've spent all season thinking about. It's not the ultimate prize, but it is just a step on the way to what they've been focused on all season long. Only one of these two teams is going to take that step and get that shot for the biggest trophy of them all in this league, that Lombardi trophy.
So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football. But you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
First down, play action. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Jets first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Go play action on first down. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Takes the second down snap. Completed over the middle. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Down by Caleb Ransom.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Jets first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Jets, go.
Hall running between the tackles. Got a good handful there as it brings up second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down from the gun. He's going for it himself. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They have it first and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Hall does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Go to him again. And this time he's in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Extra point by Kittle is up and good. And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Two all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football. But you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Second down game to Tootin. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. They go play action. Lawrence bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
We're at 23. Go behind.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's caught. It's Travis Hunter. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal. So the Jets disagreeing with the call on the field. And, yep, they're going to have them take another look at it.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up second and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
Hey, Sullivan.
It's a design boot. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up their opening drive. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The second drive coming up now for the Jets offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Second down, looking for options. Has him on the quick hitter. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got a first to begin the frame.
Hey, Soko, hot.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
30 left. 13 loot. Silver.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
Hey,
A
Ron.
gain of 21 yards.
Hey, change attack.
And the Jaguars, first down.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 more yards.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet.
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jets 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. Escapes a defender. Shoots another one. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Set up the screen here for Hall. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They give on second to Hall. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. First down, and they go right back to it. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Connects with his back. Hall. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. He bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Jaguars and Travis Hunter ready for their next look on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Caught, nice game left side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Jaguars, first down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Jackson.
And off to Tootin. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Taken down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On play action now, Lawrence. He throws a bullet to the grab inside the 30. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
Gain of 31 yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Jaguars, first down.
On the give, it's Tootin. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
These are 24. 11. Go.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
First down, Jaguars.
He's got it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 13-point lead. Little tax on the extra points. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
21. Jets 7.
First down throw, Lawrence. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tootin. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It is caught left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
On red. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill.
Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, lion. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
Well, their hopes of an early comeback, that faint flicker of light they had when they exited the locker room at halftime, that return just snuffed it out. Very good chance now that lead's going to grow and certainly not shrink.
Two on 1st and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Lawrence. He fights him beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. Ball was caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
Jets 10. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Now here comes the New York offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before... First and 10, it's Lawrence. Completed left side to Thomas. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
They go play action. Lawrence. On target to Musgrave. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker. Jets going to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gun, Lawrence. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Mauinoa. And the Jets will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Tag.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Brought in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
Hall takes it straight ahead. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They send the tight end in motion. They're going to throw for it on fourth. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it an 11-point ball game.
28, Jets 17.
Koo all lined up and ready to put this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Here's a screen for Tootin. Up the sideline, past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
17.
Red on red. Hey, Pinter.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Let's go.
First down.
Hey, settle.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's third down.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Hey, go. Son, that's like that. 11, Haggett. Here we go.
Third and long for him here. Look at that power, deep left side. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Well, 30-15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
Easy, read a 44.
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Tackle made at the 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy. Route.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
9 yards.
11. Hey, run.
First down.
Focus.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
On field with Tootin. And he got what he could there, calling about 4 yards on first down.
They're comfortably happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
These are 24.
On the ground, Tootin. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Good moving drive, but a good stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
On play action now, Lawrence. He's got it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 18.
22. Jets 24.
On first down, they'll run. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Silver.
Another carry for him. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Hey, lion. Done. It's on his hunt. Here we go.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender run to the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The Jaguars field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. The Jets offense now set to take over. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60.
They'll throw to begin this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kevin Mullen making the play. And the Jaguars have the football just a tick beyond midfield at the 49.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Lining up to to take a knee on second down. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. Love these pictures, Brock. Go ahead, guys. Take it all in. You are going to be playing in the Super Bowl. What a moment for so many of them getting to this point.
It is. And it is